Hi guys, John from Aim High Family Firearm Center here, and in my hand I have the Rock Island 1911. Now this one is the Rock Island 1911-A1 CS, which is their compact model. So Rock Island is one of the biggest producers of 1911s in the world. They make about 70% of the 1911s for the entire market. So what the nice part about the Rock Islands is that they're inexpensive and they're easy to get into. Right now we currently have the full-size model of this gun in our store for about $69.95. So for a full-size 1911, all steel construction, you really can't go wrong. The Rock Island, this one here, is the compact model. So it does have a full-size beaver tail. It's got GI standard sights, so they're nothing to write home about. They're very small, very minuscule. Again, this gun has been safety checked before we went out on the range. It has a left-hand side only safety, as well as mag release, so this is a right-hander friendly gun. Now what makes this gun very interesting is that it has no barrel bushing. So when taking this gun apart, we'll talk about this later in the review, you will need a tool to help take this down. I've seen people do it without a tool. I personally cannot. But this is a 7+1 capacity, nice concealed carry option for those looking for a 1911 style gun. And again, this is part of our budget-minded series. So I'm going to take this out to the range, put a full mag through it, and get a 5-round accuracy test. And we'll come back and finish talking about the Rock Island 1911. Alright guys, I'm out of the range with the Rock Island Armory 1911-A1 CS, which is the compact, and that's a mouthful. I'm going to go ahead and switch the safety off. I'm going to fire all 7 rounds through it. Man, I like this gun. The recoil impulse is a little high, but with an all-steel frame, this gun is just easy to shoot. We're going to head down range and get a 5-round accuracy group. And 25 feet. I did pull low. Like I said, this gun likes to jump in my hand a little bit, but with the recoil, it's more of a push than a flip. I could have done better. Today we're using 230 grain laser brass, 45 ACP. Guys, this Rock Island is nothing to shake your head at. It's a great gun. The trigger on it is about 4 pounds. So, or at least on this example of it. But we're going to head back to the studio and wrap up the review of this gun. Alright guys, I'm back from the range with the Rock Island 1911-A1, M1911-A1 CS. So this is their compact 1911 that's modeled off of the GI. There's a few things that are different, like the skeletonized hammer, the extended beaver tail. Now this gun in particular has a 4-pound trigger, which is awesome. It does have really good side to frame fit. Rock Island's known for making a great budget 1911. We have one in stock in the store for $460, which is not bad at all. Now, the thing about this gun that I don't like, and I'll show you here, and there's nobody behind the camera for those of you who are worried, but as well, just for safety's sake, I'm going to make sure the gun is safe and clear. And I'm going to lower the hammer as well. Now, if you look here, it is a bushingless system. I will get out of the way and zoom in because my blue shirt and black gun do not match or go very well. Which means it can be a pain in the butt to take down. So to take this gun down, on this recoil spring here, and you probably can't see it because it is covered up by the barrel, there's a little hole. You will stick a paper clip, or there is a tool that comes with the gun that'll help capture the recoil spring so that you can pull it out. Now there is a reverse bushing in there that holds it all in place, as well as this oversized barrel to act as the bushing as well. Accuracy wise, the gun is accurate. I didn't do very well shooting it. Again, the sights are standard GI sights. Now they are replaceable. This is pinned in, so you can cut it. It can be cut out, and this one is dovetailed in. I talked to the gunsmith that is under our roof, and he said that they are replaceable. But I will show you what they look like right there. They are nothing to write home about, but they're not bad at all either. It does come, this mag here is a Kimber mag. I just grabbed a 1911 mag when I was doing the review and shooting it from the person I borrowed this from. It does come with an AT mag, but Rock Island makes 70% of the 1911s on the market. They are great starter 1911s. By that I mean that they will serve you well with everything you want to do with it until you want to upgrade it, which is easy to do. The only thing I would say is, from what I've been told from our gunsmith and from a couple of gunsmiths, is that the frame, the steel they use in the frames is a little weaker than the steel that they use in some other frames. So it can over time stretch a little. Depends. Some say it'll take up to 30,000-40,000 rounds. If you can afford 30,000-40,000 rounds of 45, then you can afford something a little bit better than 1911 if you want to. But they do come with a variety. They come in a variety of different levels with different grips, checkering in the front, different triggers, different sights, all that other stuff. Rock Island makes a good product, like I said, and if you are in that budget 1911 realm, you really can't go wrong with a Rock Island. Especially, I'm hoping to get a 22 TCM for review for the channel, which would be amazing. Somebody please help me out here. But again, guys, this is a nice carry gun. It is heavy. It is an all steel frame gun. It only holds 8 rounds, but if you like the 1911 and don't have the money for a Wilson or a $1,000 Springfield, you really can't go wrong with any of the Rock Island products. This one right here, I believe retail, they're running about $500. I could be wrong, but from my understanding, the gentleman who I borrowed this from said he bought it used for a little bit cheaper. But guys, thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the little bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel if you really like these videos. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It helps me. It helps us out. We put up awesome photos of guns and new things, new stocks in the store. We run sales every once in a while. If you got any questions, feel free to comment below. And thanks for joining us today. You have a great rest of your day.